can't read this. Don't forget. Don't look at the label. In 3, 2, no.
You cutting that out?
I don't know. Maybe I won't. YTPC.
YTPC.
You gonna parrot me?
No.
Padre, Piper.
Coming at you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say hello, YouTube Pipe community.
Who is this guy? I am joined in studio, or whatever this place is. What is your name these days? Mark V.V?
Proper Fug?
You're not a proper fug anymore.
Mark V.V.
Mark V.V.
Yep.
Who I'm tired of plugging his channel because every time he tells me he's going to make some videos, I try to give him a boost.
The content is coming.
And he hasn't posted anything. He's been like through, what was your original name?
MGV Squared?
MVG Squared, then he became a proper fug, and now he is
Mark
VV, which he's been the longest, but still hasn't posted. Anyway, blessed to be coming your way. We have today an opportunity. I called him in because I needed some backup on this. We're going to try a blend out that was sent over to me by someone from the YTPC, a fine fellow by the name of Brad, and his channel is the Pacific Northwest Pipe Smoker, and he is a blender, and he's attempting to clone a very nice tobacco, one that a lot of folks enjoy. So I figured I'm kind of biased because I know what the attempted clone is. So I'm going to offer my tasting notes on this and see how close he got, but to see if my bias isn't coming through, Mark over here is also going to smoke it. He has no clue.
I'm an impartial.
He's impartial.
Third party.
And he is clueless. So we're going to find out if he can identify what this particular blend might be. He knows that he is not allowed to look at the label in the description because that could give it away, although the name will not. The name that Brad has decided that this blend will be called is Pacific Northwest Autumn Fog. And I'll read you what he's written about it a little later on. But what we're going to first do is let Mark dig into the bag note and let him pack his pipe. And while he's doing that, I'm going to share some other things with you, and then he'll give you some initial impressions based on his thoughts on bag note and packing, and then his charring light and such, while I have a chance to load my pipe. House cleaning. Today I'm going to be smoking the Kamoy. This is a, what is this called now? This is the Kamoy Tradition is the line. It's called, I don't know. I think this is, would you call this a Dublin?
Yeah, it's like a bent Dublin.
It's like a bent Dublin, but it's got a name. It's called the, I think they call it the Woodstock. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's a nice smoking pipe.
And I'm smoking the Mr. Bragg.
It's huge.
I think it's huge. It's a mortar pipe, but I think it's number 112.
It's huge, but it's light. You
Very
get that
light.
nice and close there. I mean, that is a huge, watch this. You can like lose a pinky in there. I mean, this thing is big. But it's light. Morta by Mr. Bragg.
Am I allowed to ask questions about the blend, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I can answer them. I've never had it. I mean, I've had the blend that he's.
Well, I'm thinking if I ask, is it based on a blend that's been discontinued or not, that would probably skew my thinking.
Then I probably will answer that this way. Maybe. Maybe not. So while he's doing that and going through all of his motions, let me share a couple things with you. I've been needing to catch up on some box openings. There's no way I'm going to get them all done. So I'm just going to start doing a few in each of the videos. This is my first Bones pipe. And I am so impressed with this. It's Chris Morgan Bones pipe. I've yet to try it out. See, it's still... But look at that, huh? I mean, that's just gorgeous. I cannot wait to give this pipe a try. Comes in a nice little bag, and Mr. Morgan even threw in a little lanyap, as we say down here in the Big Easy, a baseball cap, which is wonderful, and thank you so much for that. So can't wait to give that a try. That's one thing I wanted to share with you that's new, And then also a big thank you to Mr. Mike Murphy, who is the creative genius behind the Pipe and Tamper podcast. If you're not familiar with that, go to pipeandtamper.com. The recent edition of that podcast had 3 guys from the YTPC that were interviewed. It opened up with Eric, the blue-collar pipe smoker. It went to Mr. Derek Tant, the mayor of the YTPC, and he closed it out talking to yours truly. It was a blast to record that, and he was kind enough to send me some show stickers.
Now, two of those
pretty cool.
2 of those 3 presenters are quality.
Yes, Tant and Eric are wonderful. Well, Eric's wonderful. Nah, I'm kidding, Derek. You know I love you. All right, so I wanted to get that little business out of the way there, and he's still over here playing. I mean, we could be here all...
Look, I'm done.
Are you really?
Yeah.
All right, so what were your thoughts on the bag note?
Okay, so...
See, now I can't pack.
There's latakia in there, of course, but...
Yeah, there's other stuff, though.
There's some kind of liquor topping that I'm not really... If there's no liquor in that, I'd be really surprised.
Okay.
But there's some kind of liquor topping that I'm having trouble placing.
All right. Any other thoughts? Just on the... Do you like the bag note?
Yeah, it smells really good. It's just it's a bold, a heavy dose of latakia in there. Probably, I would say probably like at least 20%.
He's predicting 20% latakia. We'll let the Pacific Northwest pipe smoker comment and tell us
But it's there.
whether or not he knows what he's talking
I have
about.
no clue. Ooh, you can get a
What are you getting on the test draw?
cold draw. I get that liquor kind of.
You're getting the liquor.
I think it's almost like a cognac.
Okay.
I'm getting like a cognac.
All right. All right. You're gonna be mighty embarrassed when. No, I'm kidding. Not even close. All right, you ready to do your charring light, or you
Yeah.
want to play with this some more? And you got a lighter?
I do somewhere.
Because I do.
Okay, I got it.
You know who you are.
Oh, I can't use that.
You can use this.
I'll do my final light with that.
It never gets old, does it? It probably does get old. You know who you are. All right, autumn fog. Go ahead and light her up, because I would like to get the room note before I light up. I have a problem. I cannot get a room note once I've tasted it, so. I'm liking the room note thus far. Yeah. Do you hear the bells?
Are you talking to me?
No, I don't. You should hear the bells. I just don't know if the bells are coming over. I'm having a bad hair day, dude. We've got to get like some cooler weather through here, because it's really been...
It's coming.
The high humidity's been bad on my hair. I know that's really important to the YTPC. I do want to give a little bit of a hello and a shout out to my friend Sir James, because I'm still clean shaven. He gives me crud every year when I grow a beard in the fall. And normally I would have probably started right about now, because October we start to get a little cool weather down here. But it has been in the 90s, and there's nothing like in sight to make that any different. In fact, have you been watching the news? Because we have a storm brewing down in the Yucatan Peninsula at the south part of the Gulf, and it could be coming our way. It could be it's a depression now. It could be a tropical storm. Could even be a Cat 1 hurricane later in the week. So we got to watch out.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second because I was trying to figure this one out.
Well, what you got so far? May I borrow your lighter? Because I don't want to... You know you are. I don't want to be inappropriate with you. How did it light? Did it light all right?
It stayed lit
Yeah.
pretty well. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was a little moist, but it took the light okay.
I'm gonna the charring.
Charring light,
I'm gonna have to
sure,
do another
yeah,
light
yeah.
in just a minute, but
Yeah.
I think I'm actually out now.
Any initial profile on the tasting notes?
I'm confused.
All right. I'm confused at how this lighter works, because
There you
I'm
go.
used to using,
I figure
how do I... So I do that, and then I do what? Can you imagine this? Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm used
It's like
to
a woman. Let me light your cigarette for you, ma'am.
Yeah, tobacco. I rather like it.
Was it sexist? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna let piping artist Steph or Harriet Herfer decide if you're sexist.
That wasn't intentional. To go back to the hurricane, though, the brewing tropical storm.
Yeah.
Funny enough, as of yesterday, looks like it was kind of going to go through Tennessee around the.
Oh
Gatlinburg
yeah,
area.
he's heading out of town tomorrow to Gatlinburg. So.
But I don't think it's going that way anymore.
So seriously, what is the button I push to make the
So
flame?
you flip it up. And
Yeah, I
then
got that
there's
part.
a flint right here.
Oh.
There
Okay.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
He can be taught.
Not
Unlike a
easy.
woman. Unlike a woman.
Good Lord.
Women can be taught. They're intelligent,
Oh, okay.
beautiful, lovely creatures.
Good save. Okay, you know what? I can tell you this. That second light, I'm getting a different flavor. And I'll tell you this. I know the intended blend, and I wasn't getting it on the charring light. Now, it could be I was picking up some ghost notes, too, from this particular pipe. But that second light with the flame to it, I was getting what he was heading for. Interesting. You go ahead and give some. You're gonna use the big boy. You know who you are. You need to pray for him now. Yeah, you know what?
It's a good lighter.
It is a good lighter. This is getting closer to what he intended. I want to give you a minute or two more for you to just play around with it and maybe start seeing if you can zone yourself into the ballpark on what it's supposed to be. Then I'm going to read you he's got his own little descriptor as if he were marketing this himself.
Okay.
And it probably is going to give you a little bit better. It's going to put you even further in the ballpark, but I think you might already be getting there based on some of the stuff you've said.
I think there's less latakia in there than I originally thought.
Yeah, I think you're right. Did you get a distinctly different charring note from Second Light? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did too.
That cognac kind of flavor dissipated quite a bit.
Now, I'll tell you this too. This is an attempt at a clone, but I'm gonna say this to the Pacific Northwest pipe smoker. This is good. Even
it's not bitey at all.
No, this is a nice smoke. So I'm not ready to grade it on how close we are to what it is that you're after. You're in the ballpark, but by itself, this is fine. This is a very nice. I'm enjoying it. I like the room note. I like the taste. The bag note.
Bag note was a little off, not off-putting per se, but it was a little strong.
Mm-hmm. It had a pungency to it.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not smoking your pipe for the jar note or the tin note or the bag note, and you're really not smoking your pipe for the room note either. You're smoking your pipe because you enjoy the flavor that you're acquiring from that particular smoke, or you're just addicted to nicotine and you're trying to get a nick hit. It's one or the other.
Do you do any retrohaling when you?
I do retrohale, yeah. But I'm very sensitive to nicotine, so I made that little joke there because too much nicotine and I will get queasy and sick. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Not a pretty sight. All right, so you want to start, you want to play 20 questions? How do you want to do this?
Well, will the bag descriptor give it away?
Yeah, it may. It may. Why don't you throw a couple?
Is it a discontinued blend?
Okay, that's what you want to do it? You want to do those questions?
Sure.
Okay, yes, no questions only, okay? Go ahead. That's your first question?
No, that's going to be too easy. If it is what I think it is, then I'm already on the right track. But
well, go ahead and ask a question.
Is it discontinued?
It is.
Recently discontinued.
Defined recently.
Past 6 months.
Yeah. In the year 2018.
2018.
Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
I just got a little lick of something that was not.
I think you're in the ballpark. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the creator, the cloner. I think you're in the ballpark, and I may be getting a little skewed because I have been smoking some aromatics in this pipe this summer, most notably Sutliff's Coconut Almond. And so there's a little bit of that kind of still hanging around, and that could be throwing it off. But
No, I wasn't thinking Dunhill. That's not where I was going with it.
Okay, well, you can ask another question. You've asked 2. How many am I going to give you? 5?
No, read me the descriptor.
The descriptor. In the Pacific Northwest, during an autumn evening, fog rises from the bogs and fields, creating an eerie, inviting time to relax and enjoy a great smoke. Pacific Northwest autumn fog is a blend of, you ready? Mm-hmm. Cavendish, Latakia.
Yep.
Do you prefer Latakia? Latakia.
Well, Latakia is the proper way to pronounce it.
Is it? And you're the only person that says it that way. Burley and Virginia. That gives you a smoky yet sweet taste with single malt Glenfiddich Scotch infusion that burns cool with no bite.
Not cognac.
Not cognac.
But it may have been the other condimental tobaccos that kind of gave it that.
But you did pick up on the alcohol. That was good. So what do you want to do next? You want to ask a couple more questions before you take your final guess? This is radio. You got to talk. Actually, it's
I'm
not.
thinking.
I am really after an app developer. If any of you out there, a smell-o-vision feature for YouTube. So if you can get that done. He's gonna shotgun you over there.
I think I'm ready to guess.
He's ready to guess. Let's see. Does the banker want to make him an offer? Is that how that works? Banker? Is that what he's called on that show?
I am the banker.
You are a banker. This is true. But what is that show where, you know, they have an offer and the phone rings and, oh, we've got an offer. Do you want to?
Oh, was that the briefcase one?
The briefcase one.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that
But
is.
go ahead and take your guess.
I would guess McClellan's Frogmorton Cellar.
You did it. You did it. Now that Brad, I think that is just further proof that you're in the park for sure. How close would you say?
Pretty close. Yeah, pretty close.
Mm-hmm. If you were going to give feedback to, I'm going to use the word improve, and I don't mean improve necessarily, because this, I'm telling you, as is, it's fine. This is a very nice tobacco blend you've put together here. But if you're giving feedback to zone it in a little closer to the original Frogmorton Cellar, what do you think flavor-wise needs to happen? And you don't need to necessarily get so specific as to say it needs more of this type of tobacco, but just in general, the flavor profile. Like, what is there something a little lacking or a little overpowering or something that should be pulled back, something that should be cranked up?
I think some more, maybe tone up the Latakia just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. A little tone up the lat. Okay.
That would be where I would kind of go with it, but.
Okay, that's I was thinking the same thing, but again, I'm worried that I might have a ghosted pipe. To me, where it's not hitting 100% on the Frogmorton Cellar, is I'm not getting enough of the tanginess. Are you Would you say?
Like the red Virginia tanginess?
Yeah.
It could be a little tangier.
A little tangier, and the smokiness is good. I wouldn't mind a little more smokiness. Is that what you mean by the Latakia?
Yeah, I'm not a Latakia guy, which is very strange for me to say. More Latakia, but more Latakia.
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't need too much more. It can remain
a little. Where it's at is fine, but.
So.
And I'll be honest. I kind of got a. When I smelled the liquor topping, I was kind of like, I wonder if he's going for cellar. So my thought process immediately went to that.
Now, having said what I just said, the more I smoke, the closer it's getting.
Yeah.
Which is also, because I'm telling you, the charring light really just threw me, and I'm like, oh man, this is going to be embarrassing because he's not in the ballpark. And again, it could have been this pipe just being ghosted. But you had the same experience. The charring light is nothing like what you're getting now.
Correct.
So, getting into the smoke, it's getting closer and closer. It really is. I'm enjoying it. I've not enjoyed this. I mean, even with the charring light, I've enjoyed it.
It's a little on the, but this is just tobacco preparation kind of thing. It's a little on the wet side because I'm getting a little gurgle in the bottom.
Yeah, it was a little moist. Had we not thought of this at the last minute, we probably could have spent an hour just letting it dry out, but this was a very last minute gathering.
I commend you, sir.
You did good work there. You did very good work.
As we say here down south, you've done good.
So folks, if you're watching and you don't know who the Pacific Northwest pipe smoker is, I'm going to put a link down in the cellar to his channel. I would encourage you to go check him out, give him a subscription, watch some of his presentations here in the YTPC, and I think you're going to find him to be a fantastic addition to your rotation of who it is that you listen to and watch in the pipe community. And quite a talented blender. And that's, that, I'm going to tell you, for my money, one of the good things that I think has come out of the McClellan disappearance is that more guys are taking the risk of playing with tobaccos and blending stuff on their own, sometimes in an attempt to clone something that they're going to miss, and others I think have just gotten into it and have just used that energy and creativity to try some new things. And I think that the McClellan leaving has just, and maybe Dunhill too, their departure, it's pushing guys to take what's left and to do some fun stuff with it. And I think I think it's a wonderful part of our hobby, is to play with it. And you don't have to smoke it just the way you get it. You can play with it and mix some stuff.
Now let me ask, since I'm not really familiar with the Pacific Northwest pipe smoker, I'm gonna have to subscribe when I get home, but
you'd actually have to go on YouTube to do that.
This is true. I'll have to do some YouTubing. But is he an amateur blender, or does he work in a tobacconist?
I don't think he is. I don't think you do this for a living. Now, do you? I'll let you answer that, but I don't think so.
But if somebody told me he was an amateur blender, I would be like, no, this is a really good blend.
I'm pretty sure he's like a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist or something. He's something really smart. I don't know what I'm.
This tastes very good.
This is good. But if you are a professional blender, well then, daggone it, you should have gotten 100%. No.
Why does it suck so much?
No, I don't think so. I think he's just a hobbyist like the rest of us. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like it's John David Cole from the Country Squire doing this. That would be. Maybe we can get John David Cole to do something like that. That guy's a blender.
We could.
Yeah.
I could make some phone calls.
Yeah. So. Anyway, give him a sub. I'll put his information down in the cellar. Is that way? That way?
Below this video.
And anything else we need to be saying? You want to give some final thoughts on this blend?
I think I've summed it up pretty well. It's good.
Yeah, I think you did a very good job. I'm going to enjoy smoking it just as is. If you were going to tweak it again, I think a little to hint more. I don't know if it's more smokiness or less
autumn fog.
I don't know if it's more smokiness or less sweet alcohol is or something in that balance. I'm not sure what it is, if it's less of one or more of the other, and then a little bit more of the tanginess.
Correct.
And then I think you're then like in the 99th percentile of the original Frogmorton Cellar. I mean, you're in the ballpark. It's really good. And like I said, that aside, this is a smokable blend, a very tasty and enjoyable blend.
When you told me the name, I kind of thought, oh, I wonder if he's trying to blend Autumn Evening with
Autumn,
something else. And I'm like, when I smelled it, I'm like, no, that's not Autumn Evening. Oh, there's no maple whatsoever in there.
No. That's it. Don't even think Autumn Evening by C&D. He's going after a McClellan here, and he's done a fairly good job with it. So, all right. Well, listen, we're going to wish Mark V.V. travel mercies as he and his family go vacationing up in Gatlinburg, and we're going to harass him till he starts making some more videos.
They're coming, I promise. I'm being very serious. They are coming.
And to the Pacific Northwest Pike Smoker, we say thank you. We've thoroughly enjoyed tasting this blend, and I'm going to have to hide it now so that, because he was packing his little baggies to take with him on vacation.
I got a little more sample baggies.
And he's going to be stealing some of this if I'm not careful. So anyway, we've enjoyed spending some time with you, enjoyed having a pipe with you, and do you have a sign-off?
Wishing you God's peace, grace, and blessings.
I think they call that, I was about to say perjury.
That's perjury, yeah.
Yeah, no. After everything we've heard this week, that everything's perjury. They call that, what is that called when you steal somebody's stuff? Yeah, I'm like brain dead.
Copycat? I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's a term for it in literature when you plagiarize.
Plagiarizing.
He's plagiarizing.
Verbal plagiarism.
He may even be patronizing me. I'm not quite sure.
There's a little bit of that. It's a little, a little bit.
Ignore this guy. Wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings. Padre Piper along with Mark V.V. Hope you're having a blessed one. Take care, YouTube.
Later.